Hey 4A, it's Miss Dearie again. So today is Wednesday, and today we are looking at our CFUs from yesterday. That's what you guys had to do for me for yesterday. So let's check over those answers from page 309 from our story Zeely. So number one, what did Geeter decide to do the first night on the farm? So what we should have for our answer is that Geeter decides that she and Doughboy should sleep outside in the yard. Number two, what special thing did Geeter think they might see that night? Geeter thought they might see a comet. Number three, why did Geeter make up the story about the night travelers? Geeter made up the story because she didn't want Doughboy to put his blankets down next to hers by the hedge, and she thought the story would scare him enough to sleep near the house. Number four, what did Geeter think she saw that night, and who did she really see? Geeter thought she saw a night traveler, the thing that she had just made up. What she probably saw was Zeely Tabor walking alone down the road at night. And number five, why was Geeter fascinated by Zeely? So our answers are going to vary here, meaning that they're going to be different, but we can probably deduce that Geeter thinks Zeely is beautiful and that her appearance and behavior is aloof. It's unusual, it's mysterious, and it's inspired her curiosity and her imagination. So those are our CFU questions. Then you had to write about, and I told you guys that we wanted to do about 5 to 7 sentences, about a paragraph. I know some of you could have written for page after page after page for this, but we were trying to keep it a little bit condensed. So you had your answers for the write about. And if any of you want to type them up and email them to me so that I can read them, that's fine. You certainly don't have to do that. But if you want to, I'll read them and I'll tell you my comments and my thoughts. But what I want to talk about today is your next journal. So the next page in your notebook is going to be devoted to a journal. And it's going to be a story starter. So if you look at the papers I gave your parents through the email, you'll see it. This morning, I woke up to discover that I was a germ. Oh no, right? That would be a nightmare, worst case scenario situation for me. So in your notebook, you're going to write a minimum of 5 to 7 sentences. Minimum means that's the least. Yes, you can write more if you want to, about your story starter, and your first sentence is, this morning I woke up to discover that I was a germ. We don't want to be germs in 4A. So take it from there for your journal in your notebook. Now we do have something we're going to read. So let's look at page 392. I'm going to pop my binder closed here and flip in my book to 392. So just give me 1 second so I can find it. You guys are finding it too, so we're finding it together. Here we go. Nope. Going backwards. It's here somewhere. 392. Here we are. All right, let me open my binder back up. Okay, so we have the last crow in the piney woods. That's our story. And we have just a few pages that we're going to read. Let's read the little segment at the top. That sometimes helps us have an idea of what the story is about. It says, Mandy lives in the Florida Everglades. Remember we talked about Tallahassee just a little while ago, and I said, what state? Or that was the other day, and I said, what state is Tallahassee the capital of? So Mandy lives in the Florida Everglades at the edge of a forest called Piney Woods. In this story, Mandy adopts an unusual pet, a helpless baby crow that she names Nina Terrence. Why is Nina Terrence the last crow in the Piney Woods? How would the other members of Mandy's family react if they knew that Mandy had a pet crow? So, what you guys will do today is read through this story, and tomorrow we will talk about it. So I'll see you here tomorrow. You've got a journal to do. You're a germ. You've got to read about Mandy and her pet crow. And we'll meet back here tomorrow and we will talk about this story. So for A, I will see you tomorrow. This is goodbye from Miss Dearie from a distance. And if you need me, you know where to find me. See you later for A.